So the plan for this video is to go full on ESPN mode. But first I'd like to point out that the Bruins blew it. Flat out, no excuses, they blew it. With that being said, Peter Chiarelli... Now, by the time you watch this, the Stanley Cup Playoffs, they will already be a happening. But they will only be playing one game by the time that this is published. However, I wanted to do this as timely as possible, so let's go through our NHL playoff picture, starting with the West. Your number one seed, the Anaheim once mighty Ducks, who are very mighty now. They get to play the Winnipeg Jets, the second place wildcard team. Also in that division, the Pacific Division, you have the Vancouver Canucks, and the Calgary Flames. Welcome back to the playoffs, Calgary. On the other side of the coin, you have the St. Louis Blues. And they get the first place wildcard team, the Minnesota Wild. And on the other side, you get the Nashville Predators. They get the Chicago Blackhawks. Now we go to the East. Number one seed, the New York Rangers. They get the Pittsburgh Penguins, who backdoored their way into the playoffs by beating a shitty Buffalo team and the Bruins sucking. But I'm over that. Also, you get the Capitals and their powerful goaltender, Braden Holtby. They take on the high offensive power of the New York Islanders. Also, the Montreal Canadiens with Carey Price, a very good goaltender. They get the Ottawa Senators and the Hamburglar Rubble. Also going on, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they get Detroit as they play the Red Wings. So, let's start, shall we, in the East. And our first matchup, it is the New York Rangers taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Henrik Lundqvist is back. The Rangers have been on fire all season, and the Penguins have been sucking for the last month and a half. This is a very simple pick. Going with the Rangers. We go down. Washington Capitals, New York Islanders. I love my Islanders. They're a great team. I wish them well. I want to see them have some more games in the Coliseum. But they take on a tough test in Braden Holtby. Arguably one of the best goaltenders going right now. I have to give it, and I hate doing this, to the Washington Capitals. The two of the bigger rivalries for the Boston Bruins, the Ottawa Senators and the Montreal Canadiens. The Sens are on fire, but the Habs are the Habs, and they're one of the best. This is a very tough game matchup. It'll go 7 games. Believe me, it'll go 7 games. I have in an upset in Game 7 on Montreal's home ice. Yes, I am going crazy. It's the Hamburglar outplaying Carey Price. The Senators will beat the Habs in 7. But in 6 games, Tampa Bay over Detroit. We're going to stay in the East. I will go through the next matchups, the Rangers and the Washington Capitals. Two very good goaltenders in this matchup. But again, the Rangers have been a fantastic team all season long. I have to stick with the New York Rangers. Sens and the Bolts. Tampa Bay is the best team on home ice. And when they face the Ottawa Senators, they will have home ice. And that is what helps them win. It is Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay who will take on the New York Rangers. But they won't have home ice advantage. Give it to the Rangers going back to the Stanley Cup Playoffs, the Stanley Cup Finals. Let me walk over around to the other side and we're going to talk about the Western Conference. It's a dandy. It's a doozy. over here in the Western Conference. Let's start with the Ducks and the Jets, if we need to talk about that at all. Fairly plain, fairly obvious to me. Oh, it's the Anaheim Ducks all day on that. Let's go with Canucks Flames. Why not? Vancouver. Looks very good. Welcome to the playoffs, the Flames. But you will not get past the Vancouver Canucks. St. Louis Blues and the Minnesota Wild. Very interesting matchup to see how this will play out, but the St. Louis Blues will overpower the Wild. And in a matchup that'll go 7, the Nashville Predators, Chicago Blackhawks. It'll be a fantastic series. It'll go 7 games. It'll be the best series of the first round, in my humble opinion. Followed very closely by Habs Sens, but I have to give it to my Blackhawks. Which leads me now, we'll go to the next round, Ducks Canucks. You gotta think I'm a maroon if I don't pick the Ducks. The Ducks are on fire all season. They will go to the Western Conference Championship. That's right, the Ducks. Then we got the Blues and the Blackhawks. And again, fantastic series that'll be, but I got to give it to my Blackhawks. Which leads to Ducks, Blackhawks, Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane will be the difference in the series, as it will be the Blackhawks returning. Yes, I said it. The Blackhawks beat the Ducks to go to the Stanley Cup Playoffs, the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, we have the Blackhawks and we have the Rangers. The question is, who becomes the Stanley Cup champions? Well, there's a lot to consider. Is it Marty St. Louis getting another Stanley Cup champion? Is it Henrik Lundqvist being a great goaltender, or is it another one for Patty Kane, Marian Hossa, John Tavares, Patrick Sharp? The list of offense and great talent on the Chicago Blackhawks team goes on and on and on. And my friends, those of you who watch this show know how big of a Blackhawk fan I am. But unbiasedly, they are a little bit better than the New York Rangers, and they have more playoff experience. They've been here before. They've done it before. It'll go to 7 games. But the Blackhawks, that's right, the Blackhawks of Chicago will be your Stanley Cup champions. That's the way I see it. And just to make sure this is official, and I will show this and correct myself each round. We'll do that. We'll have fun with it. And I will make sure that this stays up, doesn't change. Put a little signature so you know it's mine. There you go. There you go, folks. That's the way I see the NHL playoffs this year. Enjoy the playoffs. They are going to be terrific. And for you people in Boston, don't worry. Cam Neely, I'm waiting for my phone call to become the next general manager of the Boston Bruins. Thank you for watching. Like this video. Leave a comment. Tell me who you think is going to be the Stanley Cup champions. I love having a hockey discussion. Keep it fun, keep it clean, don't take pot shots, all that fun stuff. And I will see you next time on the next edition, maybe next season, or the next round of the playoffs, where we'll talk more playoffs, and we'll see where we go from here. Thank you.